welcome to Mountain Family Cards goes to the LCS. We're here at Bases Loaded in Fresno, California. Come on in with us and we'll have a look.
Come on.
All right, we are inside Bases Loaded here in Fresno, California with the owner Mark and his son Tommy over here. And so Mark, what got you into the hobby? What made you want to open up a shop?
Well, 35 years ago, my brother and I were both collectors. And we just had our own collection. And our Sunday school was doing a fundraiser to build a new Sunday school building. My dad was a superintendent of the Sunday school. We thought, you know what, why don't we do a fundraiser card show to raise money for the Sunday school building. We did that, raised over $1,000 for the Sunday school building. At which point we decided, wow, you know, my brother and I were both about the age we wanted to get a job. We said, well, we could promote card shows. So we started promoting card shows. And at the same time, we were looking to get a job, and we thought, well, why don't we open up our own business? So back in 1989, my 16-year-old brother and I was 18 at the time, both in high school, we opened up Bases Loaded.
Oh, wow.
And we've been in business ever since.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that story.
Have you ever done any sports?
Has he played any sports?
Have I played any sports? Yes. When I was younger, I played soccer, I played volleyball, I was in Little League. As I got older, I really didn't play sports at that time. But yeah, I was in a number of sports.
Cool.
It was a lot of fun. And when we first started the business, my sister was in elementary school, and she would come in and help us and answer the phone and stuff too. Oh, wow. Which was funny because since the secretary knew my sister answered phones and stuff at work, she would have her come in during breaks and answer the phone at the school.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, even our little sister got in on the thing, and our parents started the business with us, and without them, we would not have been able to start this business so many years ago.
So it's been a family operation ever since the very beginning.
We have been a family-owned business since 1989. Basically, when we started, we took a baker's rack out of my father's office. We got a couple of showcases at an auction, and started with our own collections. And as time went on, we would buy more. We got bigger. We've moved 4 times actually now. And my brother has since retired from the business, and my son Thomas has taken over his spot.
Wow, yeah, that is very interesting. And then, what got you into the collection of I see a lot of other items in here, like Funko Pops, comics. You got, it looks like Legos even over here.
Oh yes. Well, when we first started the business, my brother and I actually collected non-sport cards. Things like Star Wars cards, Garbage Pail Kids, Marvel cards, which Marvel cards weren't around at that time yet, but that type of thing. Yeah. Movie cards. And so we would go into a comic book store to buy our non-sport cards. And one day, a baseball card shop opened up next door to this comic book store we used to go to. And so he sold all of his cards to this baseball card shop. So we're like, oh, we got to go to a card shop. Okay. So we went to this card shop that we'd never been into at this time. And so we were buying our cards, you know, and building our little sets. And we would sell the sets back to him for $3. And because it was only like a 20 card set, 50 card set, whatever it was. And packs were really cheap back then, like a quarter or something. And so my brother saw a set of baseball cards on the shelf at the store that he had at home. He got for Christmas one year, and it was $100. Well, our set was $3. This baseball set was $100. We thought, you know what? We're collecting the wrong things.
Yeah.
And so at that point, we started collecting sports cards.
Okay.
We got into baseball, and as time went on, football, basketball.
So what would you say you sell the most of in your store in terms of, it could be Funko Pops, it could be baseball cards, soccer?
Well, different times, different years were different things. I mean, when the prequels came out for Star Wars was the biggest thing. We were selling Star Wars figures hand over fist.
Okay.
Right now, I would say our biggest sales are sports cards, Pokemon cards are very, very popular right now. As action figures go, the Funko Pops are the most popular right now, but we do sell Marvel Legends and McFarlane figures, Sport Picks and stuff like that.
Yeah, we noticed that you had a lot of those figurines back there. That when I was going around looking at the store, that brings me back to my childhood, and it's we're gonna have to come in and buy some of these action figures. I really enjoy them. Yeah,
Well, what's really neat is a lot of the figures that they're putting out today they're repackaging, or their packaging looks like the old school packaging.
Yes, yeah.
So they're bringing out like the old Star Wars figure look again, and the old He-Man figure look. It looks like the old figures, but they're new characters in the same kind of packaging.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
What was your most expensive and rarest? And
His biggest
The
card?
most expensive card.
like your
Or the-
biggest card you've ever seen pull out of your shop.
Well, we had a card. We actually had a basketball box of cards from Luca's rookie year.
Oh.
And this customer came in the shop, and the box was like $250 or something. And he said, I'll take that box up there. And so he's sitting there, he bought the box, he's opening the packs. All of a sudden we hear, oh my gosh, and he falls to the floor. I've never actually seen somebody fall off their chair. The old saying, falling off my chair. He did. And he's catching his breath. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We said, what is it? He said, I have this card on my watch page right now. And he showed me, it was a Luca rookie autograph number 210, I think.
Wow.
And they had two versions of it. One was a basic and then one was the variation. He showed me the card on his eBay page, and it was like, it just sold for $7,000.
Wow.
And he's showing me the card that he has in his hand, and it was the Luca autograph, but the variation, which is, I mean, they're both numbered to 10, so they're both just as rare, but Luca autograph numbered to 10 from his rookie year. And so that was probably the most expensive card. He ended up selling it at that time for $7,200, $7,200. The guy that bought it from him sent it off, got it graded, and then when Luca got really hot, I think sold it for like $25,000 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's one big investment right
That
there.
is out of a box
goodness.
of cards.
Yeah, out of cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
We put a value on it.
Yep. On a non-sport end, we just had somebody just the other day buy a box of Star Wars cards. And he got a redemption card, meaning that the card wasn't in the packet, it was an IOU type card. And it was a dual autograph. And it was signed by the actor that plays the Mandalorian. And Carl Weathers, who was also in The Mandalorian, also in Rocky and so forth. The two most valuable actors from that show on one card. And it's like a $2,000 redemption card. Not even the card that you see the signed one, just the redemption.
Out of a Star Wars
Out of a
box.
Star Wars
Wow.
box of cards.
That is amazing.
Yeah, there's
That
some fun
is-
stuff you can get.
Yeah, I bet there is. What is your personal favorite product to open? It could be out of anything.
You know, I don't really have a favorite product to open. I collect certain things, like I'm a 49er fan, I'm a Giants fan. So whatever I open, I'm looking for the Giants cards, the 49er cards.
Okay.
If I happen to get a Joe Burrow rookie autograph, I'm thrilled about it.
Yeah.
But what my main focus is that, or Fresno State players. Right now, you know, Aaron Judge is just insanely hot.
Oh yeah.
Things like that. I mean, it could be a $2 Aaron Judge card. I'm thrilled to get it because that's what I collect.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's what the hobby should be about.
Exactly.
You know. And now, are you noticing more kids getting involved over the last couple years?
Well, yes and no. There are a lot of kids getting involved. The problem is the prices have gotten so high, a kid can't come in and buy a $500 box of cards because that's a really big investment for somebody that gets an allowance. But a lot more people are coming in. I like having the cheaper boxes, the boxes that are, say, $100 or less, because that's more family friendly.
Yes.
But it is very difficult to keep those in stock because they are cheaper, they're so more popular, and then we can't get more of them because they're all sold out.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. I can really understand that.
The neat thing about owning this
There you
business,
go.
we have been in business 35 years, and we have people that'll come into our store today with their families that were kids when they first came in. So like the father of the family was 10 years old when he started coming into Bases Loaded. And that is just such a neat thing.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you might be seeing it with this guy right here. He might be growing up in this shop.
Oh yeah.
That's what I love about your shop. I mean, you got the bar stools here, and I remember as a kid when I would come in, I'd open the packs and sit at these stools, you know, talk to the owners, talk about sports cards.
Exactly.
Everything.
And that's the neat thing about people opening the packages here. We get to see amazing cards that we wouldn't normally see.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody takes the packs home and open it, I won't know they got that Aaron Judge autograph number to 25.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
if they open it here, I've now witnessed that card.
Yeah.
Mike Trout autograph, or you know, a one-of-one printing plate, or one-of-one superfractor.
Yeah.
That I would never in a million years get to see because this one customer owns the only one in existence.
Exactly.
But they opened it here and we got to see it in person.
That is cool. Yeah, because you are one of the few places that I noticed you can still open loose packs here. When you get a box in, you're not afraid to open that box up.
We'll even give you guys sleeves so that when you get a good card, you
Exactly.
can slide it in there, make sure it stays nice and safe.
Exactly, yeah. So, I mean, that whole experience of opening a card in a card shop, everybody needs to
Yeah.
experience that.
Oh, without it.
You know, it's an amazing experience.
Yeah, it is.
So what do you think of what's your thoughts on the state of the hobby, on where we're going from this point?
It's in flux right now. With Fanatics buying Topps, also having the exclusive contracts for baseball, which Topps owned anyway, so now they have that. And in 2026, they'll have the exclusive contracts in basketball and football. We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's everybody is going to be under the umbrella of Fanatics. So is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? At this point, we don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Only
And
one way
we're
to
just
know.
hoping Fanatics owns everything when it comes to sports. Jerseys and pennants. We went to a Giants game the other day. The dugout store is a Fanatics experience. The store at the stadium is run by Fanatics.
Wow.
So they have their hands in everything. They know that they don't want to hurt the hobby. They know they don't want to hurt selling sports because it'll hurt everything else, all other ends of their business.
And it'll hurt them.
So
Yeah.
I am hoping that they do what they say and help the hobby grow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But again, we won't know until all that happens.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can understand that. So what product do you think you sell, like, in terms of baseball? And what do you think is the hottest thing that you can't keep on the shelf? Like a Topps Chrome, a Gypsy Queen, flagship?
Well, the flagship Topps always does the best. We get more cases of that than anything else. This year, Topps Series 2 outsold Topps Series 1, which usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Usually Topps Series 1, it's the first set on the market. We sell more of that than anything else. This year, we probably sold double Series 2 as we did Series 1. And I think it was just because of the rookies that they put the short prints in that set. Everybody wanted them.
Yeah.
And we're still scrounging to try and find them. And the update series comes out in just a couple weeks.
It does.
Yeah, it comes out at the end of the month.
We are not that far away from update.
Yeah.
I remember update was a fun rip last year.
Without a doubt.
You actually have some updates still, don't you?
We have update from last year. Actually, from last year, I had the Hobby Jumbos. Yeah. It's hard to keep things like that in stock, but if our distributor happens to have it, we will pick it up and bring it back in.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, but Topps Chrome's always one of the biggest sellers. The best seller is always Bowman. Bowman with all the rookies. You got Bowman with the Bowman Chrome. You've got the Bowman Chrome set on its own. And then coming out at the end of the year is the Bowman Draft, which has the rookies from this year.
Yeah.
And that's always some of the best stuff because all the people that speculate on a player, these are their very, very first cards.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can hear that. Now, obviously, this is also a collectible store. What in here do you, I would say, cherish the most? Most out of all these collectibles and autographs, do you personally like the most?
Well, there's so much stuff in here that I do like. Some of the autograph photos that we have up there, we've gotten at Comic-Con over the years. So the chance, like the Ray Park Darth Maul autograph poster up there, I actually stood in front of him and got it signed.
Wow.
There's an autograph over there of Wesley Snipes. People like that, you know, it was just a really, really neat experience to be able to meet them, get the autographs and so forth.
Yeah.
In the case of the trading cards, all of the stuff that I like the most, again, is the teams that I collect personally. So there's really not one specific thing that I like the most. In the back, I have a life-size Yoda back there.
Yes, you
that
do.
that
Yeah.
would probably be one of my favorite things.
And that's exactly what I thought you were going to say when I asked you that.
Yeah, I was thinking of product, but my favorite thing in here is the Yoda.
Yeah.
We've actually had a couple of them over the years, and I told my brother before he retired, I don't want to sell that one. That one is staying in the shop until we no longer have a shop.
Yeah, yeah, that is a really cool collectible there. I like it. Now we're with Tommy,
Hi.
Mark's son, and so what got you into the hobby? I'm assuming maybe because your father owned a card shop.
My dad owned a card shop. I always grew up in here. I've always enjoyed sports ever since I was little. But the more that I got into, more or less got to see people opening different things, I thought these were neat. And it was one of those that I had fun watching different people open stuff and being able to meet different guys that I'm like, oh, this would be a fun thing to start getting into.
Yeah, yeah,
That
absolutely.
was a fun experience, yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh.
Have you ever played any sports?
I have. I grew up playing baseball. I played football for a year or two. I played soccer. But I'm playing, and I'm doing volleyball right now for college. But other than that, I haven't played anything recently besides that. But I did play a bunch of different sports growing up.
That's right. You're going to college and
And running a business.
running
That's
a
a fun
business.
experience.
Wow, that's a full-time job.
It is.
More, no, that's overtime right there.
It is on that, yeah.
But some would say you are still working a dream job here.
It is, yeah. It's one of those. It's an amazing experience, especially getting to meet so many different people,
Yeah.
as well as being able to also be able to interact and meet and get autographs of a lot of different people, and then being able to work with the different card companies and stuff and get autographs and stuff for them. It's always an amazing experience being able to get that and help make the hobby a bigger thing and different things of that sort.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
What's your favorite card in the entire store in here?
Probably my favorite thing that I have currently in this store. That's hard. I know I've had some big things pulled out over the years. I know probably the coolest thing is I've had a few different cool Mike Trouts pulled over the year. I had a customer pull out of a hobby box of Tier 1 baseball. Somebody pulled a 1-of-1 bat knob.
If you guys have any questions.
Wow.
Which was cool. It was a super massive thick card at the end of the bat of a barrel of a baseball bat, which is neat.
Depends on what cards you have.
But probably the coolest thing that I have currently would probably be one of the Aaron Judges right now. Probably the coolest thing.
Yeah, because I mean he just hit number 62 the other
He
day,
did.
and he's our hometown boy.
That is cool.
He went to Fresno State here. Yeah, that is awesome. What would you say is the most, like, the best-selling product that you, or if I came in and I'm new to the hobby, I don't know much about anything,
Yeah.
what are you pointing me at? What are you saying to buy?
Realistically, it all depends on what people look towards. Especially if you're starting to get out to collect sports cards for the first time. Realistically, most people would probably go towards base tops realistically because they're used to it.
Yeah.
But then you'll have people that are like, I want to jump out of my comfort zone and try to open, try to get a big autograph or something of that sort. Then you'll have sets that are like museum collection, Topps Chrome jumbo packs and different things, which the jumbo packs are usually more, but you have a higher chance of pulling an autograph or something of that sort.
Yeah.
But usually those are some of the main things that people go towards. But then you will have a lot of people that are like, I've heard a lot of people are doing these prospecting things and then point people in that direction and different things of that sort. So,
Yeah, go right to that Bowman.
yeah, exactly. Usually Bowman usually holds the most value just because it has a high risk, high reward scenario just because it's the very early stuff of a lot of young guys.
Yeah, exactly. So you were mentioning that you get to get a lot of autographs from people.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me about one of those experiences of going to meet one of them.
Yeah, so there was an experience back in 2018. It was right after the 2018 NFL draft happened. we ended up getting called from one of our distributors asking if we had any desire to go to the 2018 rookie photo shoot. And on that day, we drove up to Thousand Oaks, California, which is up in LA, and got to meet and see all the different NFL players that got drafted that year in their full-on football uniforms for the very first time.
Okay.
So you'll have like Lamar Jackson walking around, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley,
Wow.
Baker Mayfield, all those big guys and stuff. And I know one of the fun experiences were when we first got there was we had Baker Mayfield walk past us, and we were walking in to go do his photo shoot for his football trading cards and stuff, which were neat. But I know probably my favorite experience out of that entire day was we had this one distributor come up to us and ask if we met the guy sitting on the couch over there. We told him no, who was it? And he's like, come here, I'll introduce you to him. And he was the CEO of Panini America, which is the company that produces football and baseball cards.
Wow.
And we introduced ourselves, got to talking to him for a little bit, and he was like, is there anybody you guys are really excited to meet? Well, we're like, well, we're from Fresno, Josh Allen's from Fireball. That would be somebody we'd really want to meet.
Yeah.
He told us that everybody was having a great time. There was a player or two that weren't, just going through the motions, didn't really want to be there. But then he was like, well, I got to get back to work now. It was nice meeting you guys. So we told him bye. I kid you not, 3 minutes later, Josh Allen comes walking in and comes right up to us and says, hi, I'm Josh Allen.
Wow.
So we got to shake his hands, get photos and autographs and stuff with him and stuff, which we're needing a few different things.
Oh, that is really cool, man.
That was an experience that I'll probably never forget.
Oh yeah, that's a once in a lifetime
Yeah,
experience.
exactly.
Especially how big. I mean, not only is Josh Allen a local kid, but now he's a superstar.
He's
in the
done
NFL.
amazing, over the last few years.
Oh yeah,
It's awesome.
and he's a legit top name, like a Patrick Mahomes or something. And
Exactly.
you got to meet him.
And it was one of those
wow.
nobody expected a whole lot, especially out of a lot of these different guys, and all of a sudden they just do amazing.
Oh yeah. That whole draft, I didn't really think
Exactly.
it would really pan out too well.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, like you look at drafts over the last couple of years, there have been a lot of top QBs and stuff drafted over the last few years, which are really cool.
There has been, yeah. Still not sold on this next, on last year's and this year's. It's still work in progress.
One of those, especially with the last couple of years, you'll have to get used to it just because. Especially if not too many people watch college football, you won't hear of a few guys. You'll hear certain guys from years before, but it's one of those. Just give it some time. We'll eventually see what these guys can do.
Yeah, exactly.
What else?
So if you were to pick any pack that you wanted to open, what are you choosing?
Probably my favorite set that I enjoy opening. I really enjoy opening. Bowman's always a fun set just because it is based around prospects. But I really enjoy opening Topps Update just because it's one of those. It's the last set that gets put out right before the very start of the season for the next year.
Yeah.
But it'll have all the guys that got traded from their old teams and stuff with updated photos, as well as different guys like rookies and stuff getting called up throughout the rest of that year.
I completely agree with you. To me, that is one of the funnest sets to open every year. I mean, still, even the 2021 update is one of my favorites.
Yeah, exactly.
I hated the design because I could barely read the names, but it's just
happens,
a fun set,
Yeah, exactly.
I really can't go to a card shop without having a pack battle.
Yeah.
So what are we going to battle with today, son?
Some Topps Chrome, some more Topps Chrome, and some Lost Origin.
Yeah, we got a couple packs of Topps Chrome Platinum, a couple packs of just Topps Chrome 2022 from the Hobby Box, and a couple Lost Origin packs. So go ahead and choose your packs.
That one, that one, and that one.
All right, and I'm left with these ones. Let the battle commence.
I'll start off with some Pokemon.
Here, I'll open mine while we're at it.
Pinnacle, Paragon, Ducklet, Flipbug, Finland, Rookruff, and a non-hollow Minitrick.
All right, so let's see what I get. There's my reverse. Oh, I see something shiny.
I
I see something shiny. Got a V-Star. Aerodactyl V-Star. Check that out.
To a bad start.
All right, so there's my card right there. And nothing.
Which one should I do first, Dad?
Go ahead and pick one.
This one.
That one looks more fancy. Okay. I'll go ahead and open mine too. Do you need help?
Okay, so these are the chromes.
Okay.
All right, first card. I got Luis Garcia,
I got a Tristan
McKenzie, Manny Machado.
A
Ooh,
New
Pete Alonso,
York.
Heart of the City. I got a Paul Goldschmidt, Francisco Lindor refractor,
And a Wheat Marfield. That's all I got.
and a Jake Myers rookie card. All right, so I guess my best was that Lindor refractor. Yours was that Pete Alonso.
Yep.
Okay,
Now, this tops.
final pack. I think Dad is gonna take the win on this.
You might.
Want me to help you?
There you go.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
A Stephen Frisberg.
Adam Wainwright,
DJ you can't
Phil
pronounce
Rizzuto.
Grossberg.
Hey, what do you got there? Ramel Tapia refractor, and I got a Jeff Bagwell and an Ernie Banks. So I think I'm gonna take it with the Pokemon card.
You know you don't decide.
We'll let the viewers decide.
Yep.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us along the ride to Bases Loaded. Be sure if you're ever in Fresno, California, to come on in and check them out.
Until next time,
Peace out.